Welcome to Catholic Messenger Conversations podcast. I am Barb Arlen Fye, your host. My guests are Trevor and Jessie Pullinger. Trevor is director of the Diocesan Faith Formation Office and catechesis coordinator. He and Jessie are parents of 6 children. Are they like ages 14 months to 13 years?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Our conversation focuses on celebrating the liturgical seasons of Advent and Christmas and the home traditions and formation that enrich these special times in our faith journey. I didn't mean to sigh. I'm just amazed how you manage to keep track of everybody.
It amazes ourselves, actually.
Yeah, and you do it so well, and you have your kids engaged in so many wonderful things and family activities, and I've just always been impressed by that.
Well, we try.
Okay. Well, so let's talk about Advent. I mean,
Yeah.
And we talked last year, but I want to see what you're doing now. As your kids are getting a little bit older, what Advent traditions are you nurturing in your family?
Yeah. So, thanks for having us, firstly. And then secondly, before we even talk about any of the Advent stuff, I want to affirm all the parents that are out there listening, because if you're listening to this and thinking, goodness, there are things I need to work on, let me tell you, we've arrived here by lots of failure and trial and error and all kinds of stuff. So
I'll share some of that too, okay? Because
yeah, for sure.
I sure want to know about that.
Yeah. And also, we're still working things out, and especially as our children get older. So if you're asking the question, how can I be a better parent? Or I wish I was a better parent, you're a good parent. You're asking the right things. So don't worry. You're good where you're at. And also, finally, as a spoiler alert, there's a potential that we may talk about a certain jolly old elf with a bowl full of jelly or something like that. So if you have small ears around, it might be a good idea to put headphones on or listen later.
Good.
So, but Advent, Jessie, did you want to share anything about Advent?
Advent is such a great season of learning to wait for the kids.
Waiting is hard for children.
Yes. I mean, I think this is the first year that they were counting down the days until St. Nicholas Day.
Yeah.
And St. Nick was
that's
coming
so
last
cool.
night, and St. Nick.
Happy St. Nicholas Day. Oh, my goodness.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So, yeah, he came last night and
Filled their shoes?
Filled their shoes with chocolates, and
Oh, I wish I would have been at your
Treats.
house. I want my shoes filled with chocolate.
so that's always fun. St. Nicholas Day, they get a healthy breakfast of chocolate
Yes, we rely on that very much.
and Christmas tree cakes.
Really?
Yeah, good old-fashioned Little Debbie's.
No wonder they were
Yeah.
waiting for St.
Not
Nick.
exactly the most traditional food, but I think that they
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, and that's the point. So
And do you teach them about St. Nicholas then?
yeah, yeah. So we have a book that we go through that's really fun for them, and and we talk about St. Nicholas and the joy of giving, really, because that's what it's about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So traditions-wise, we also do our Advent wreath that we kind of usually we make it together. This year we kind of were kind of caught off guard by Advent a little bit, so
Yeah, snuck
lot
up
going
on
on.
us a little bit.
but we got our Advent wreath together and we had it blessed, and then. Usually we'll have like a prayer service asking for God's blessing, and we'll do evening prayer together, for the first Sunday of Advent. So the children really get involved with both of those things because they like to read. And,
Oh, that's good. So they read some of the prayers then?
yeah, they do some of the readings and the intentions, and we kind of split up. And then sometimes others have jobs. Like,
So you do Liturgy of the Hours evening prayer?
yeah,
Okay.
but we sometimes we do it like cathedral style, which is a fancy way of saying that we might do one of the 3 psalms.
I got it. Okay,
and
yeah.
then like a reading, and then we might, go right to intentions after that. So it's kind
Okay.
of cheating, but
But the Psalms and the Canticles are I love them for Advent. They're just so cool.
yeah. And children need to know the language of poetry. I mean,
Yeah.
and really scripture, of course, right?
Yeah.
But it's just such a beautiful thing for them.
And sometimes you even get a kid screaming in the middle of it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
They-
that happens
yeah.
occasionally. Okay.
Yep. So we just kind of power through it and meet the kids where they are and just kind of read the room with them. And
sometimes they have a little car that they're driving like across, or like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
like, you know, there's all kinds of things happening.
yeah.
And do they like to do intentions? I would imagine they probably.
Oh, yes. And it's always, we pray for Mommy. I'm usually their favorite one to pray for.
Popular.
My
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's great.
So
Oh,
I appreciate all the prayers from them.
they're like,
mother.
yeah, it's about time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do the liturgical seasons shape your family's prayer life? So what's different then as far as the prayers?
Yeah.
'Cause
So
you usually pray, don't you? Anyway, I mean, during the
for
throughout
sure.
the year?
So the thing that's a good help with that is the liturgy of the hours itself. So that's morning and evening prayer.
Yeah.
But usually, because of the way that our lives are kind of busy, especially in the mornings, get everyone
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
We usually focus on evening prayer,
Okay.
especially on Saturdays. We make a real intentional, or Sundays rather. We make a real intentional effort at that. But
Well, what do you do during the week then? I mean, like, so
Yeah.
evening prayer, but do you do anything in the morning at all? Or do you have
Yeah.
time to do anything?
yeah, we'll do like either a short prayer that we put together. You know.
So what does that look like? Do you get everyone around the
Yeah.
breakfast table, or are they like everyone getting dressed or
A
you know
great
what?
place is when everybody's already trapped, which is a vehicle.
Okay.
It's a good intentional space where you kind of have a chance where everyone can kind of take a breath. And,
Okay.
it's a way to create, kind of in a way, in their mind, what the experience of their day at school is going to be like.
Okay.
And so really it's just a lot of, inspired prayer, which Jessie has really helped me understand.
So inspired prayer that just comes from your heart?
Yeah, just kind of more conversational with God,
Got it.
saying, hey, God, let's have a better day than what we had this morning getting ready. Or, bless the food that we're eating in the car on the way to school because we didn't have a sit-down breakfast. We also have a third grader at St. Paul's who is memorizing prayers. So she always tries to, say it until she can't say it anymore, like a Hail Mary or an Our Father. So just simple prayers that they use every day and that they're learning in school.
So this is where memorization, this is one of my passion subjects, but the thing that sometimes we have memorized prayers that we're supposed to quote unquote work on. We really focus as a family on making sure that we do it as an intentional prayer and not just memorized thing. So we build that into our everyday kind of moments of reflecting. But we also celebrate the Nativity of Mary. We have a birthday party.
Oh, that's
for
great.
Mary, which is September 8th, and then of course we talked about St. Nicholas Day. But Lent is another time where we have, special things where, we wash feet.
Oh, that's great.
As a family. And
I bet they love that.
we make our own Stations of the Cross and other things like that. And then we'll talk a little bit later too, but we do 12 days of Christmas giving.
Oh, good. We got to talk about that. But
So
I
many
wanna-
things.
So I got a couple other questions I want to get through. What about your prayer life as a couple and as individuals? Are you able to make time for that?
Yeah.
That is something that we're constantly working on, especially since Trevor's going through the deacon formation right now.
Yeah.
That it's just so hard by the time the kids get to bed and we did family prayer to come together and just pray. And sometimes it's just us being silent with each other and our prayer, how we pray is very differently. Trevor is very with a book
Yes.
in front of Mary, and I'm more like I said, conversational with God. I kind of have that conversation, and that's just kind of how we've taught each other different ways to pray throughout the years. And so sometimes it's just, hey, let's just get together and pray with what went well today and what didn't go well, or what's some things that frustrated that we can do better for tomorrow. So it's been that kind of fun stuff.
Jessie's definitely more Franciscan, and I'm definitely more like Benedictine or something. Pray and work.
Oh, that's great.
Well, and we have the blessing to have like a side porch, like a sunroom.
Well, yeah, it's a sunroom.
Yeah. So we've converted that into a little chapel area so the kids can go and sit if they need to talk with Jesus, because we've kind of went away from the you're in timeout, sit on the steps to, hey, you seem a little frustrated. Sounds like you need to talk to God.
Oh, that's great.
So
that's great.
they can go and, calm down and be in a space where it's prayerful and surrounded by.
So do you have like statues in there and things?
So we have a Mary statue, Joseph, and then we've put like our wedding picture up, and we have 3 kids that have had the sacrament of the Eucharist.
Yeah.
And so their pictures are up. So it's really cool, and baptism candles are in there. And
that's great.
so it's it's really fun space to be in.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
So.
Is that where you pray in the evening then when you do your prayer?
Yeah.
As a family? Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And when we do our family prayer too, it's one of those things where we try to use candles. Sometimes on the special days, we try to use incense, so all the smells, sights, and participation that we can enact for them and make it really experiential is
that's
important.
great.
And a lot of holy water.
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 Yes, we just blessed the Christmas tree 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And they were bickering about who gets to put the holy water and sprinkle it, so everyone got to do it 3 times on the Christmas tree.
Oh,
so,
no wonder. So that tree's probably drooping at this point.
Yes, it's very well watered.
And what a catechetical lesson for the generosity of God. So first they were fighting over there's a scarcity, only certain people can do the holy water, and the answer is no,
everybody can do it.
everybody can do it, and we're going to soak
Oh,
the
that's
tree.
great. So it's not perfect, right? Kids are they're not necessarily always compliant, right?
No, but that's the hidden lesson. That's what you discover with them. It's kind of like play.
I was just writing about that. I wrote a column about that, about the idea that I want my prayer to be perfect. Because I want to honor God, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to screw up or get distracted or any of that kind of thing. And it's like, and when I'm praying with family, oh my gosh, sometimes our little prayer activities you're like, oh, this didn't go exactly as I'd hoped. We didn't follow the prayer guide exactly the way it was probably intended to be followed. But I thought, you know what? Maybe God understands that.
Right.
Oh,
absolutely.
Definitely. I don't think he calls anybody to be perfect, just vulnerable to his love. So.
Yeah.
And you learn some great lessons that way, don't you? Learn lessons you didn't think you were going to learn. What Advent scriptures are most meaningful to you and your family?
Oh, this one's my favorite question.
Yeah.
Trevor said he had to go research some Advent readings, and I said, what? Mine is definitely, I don't have it memorized, Luke 1:39 when Mary visits Elizabeth. So we have an Elizabeth, and that's why she was named Elizabeth, because she was always moving in my womb. And anybody who has had the blessing to be pregnant and know what that personal feeling inside of you and feeling your baby move is just amazing. And I could just to hear Mary's voice and to have your child respond that way, you knew that there was a connection that you would never understand.
Oh, that's great.
So,
well, and even that sense of expectation and waiting is all, that's everything that Advent is in a lot of ways. And and it encapsulates all of that. And it's funny because we had a Diocesan Youth Ministry Leaders gathering, and we kind of talked about all the things that were kind of disappointing. Like there was a great build up towards, you were getting very expectant towards and hoping for something like an amazing experience. Then you got there and it was like, oh, well, this isn't quite what I built it up to be.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, that's the journey of Advent. There's a lot of build up, and then we realize, oh, wait, God comes as a baby.
Yeah.
And it's just a wonderful mystery to reflect on.
Yeah. Exactly. Wow. My favorite, it's not even for Advent, just always is the Magnificat. I just love that prayer in Luke. I just have always loved that. I'm not sure why. And maybe it's because I went through the deacon class with the deacons.
Okay. Yeah.
And And I loved that prayer. I wasn't
Right.
really that familiar with it until we did that. So that was
Yeah.
cool.
That's a favorite of mine.
How do you decorate for the liturgical seasons, and particularly Advent and Christmas?
Yeah. So a lot of it is signs and symbols. You know, the tree is a symbol in a lot of ways. So
And we allow the tree to be bare
Yeah.
until after St. Nicholas comes.
Oh, good.
right.
So then we start, putting the lights on and then the ornaments.
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like it's not just like all at once. It's like, the expectation kind of slowly builds and builds on itself.
Do they help
Oh, yeah.
decorate the tree then, or do they get to pick out like, hey, you get to put these decorations on? or-
Yeah, I think they all have their own little ornaments that they like. And, we kind of, as a mom, had to let go of the perfect tree
Yeah.
in my mind. And just kind of each year we get new things to put on the tree as far as crafts. And,
Oh, okay, yeah.
sometimes we go and there's Fruit Loops hanging from the tree. I mean,
Someone put them there.
someone put, and then ornaments
Like,
get
where
knocked
did those come
down.
from?
Yeah. So,
I mean, so and I imagine they're making a lot of crafts at
Oh,
school,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Sometimes the best way is just to allow children to be creative.
yeah.
Okay.
Give them the season and we go through what it's about, and they will create all kinds of decorations, and that's kind of the way that we move.
And countdowns. We have a lot of countdown decorations. The the chains that they break each one off, and there's a little prayer on it.
That's
That we do.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you create that chain at the beginning of Advent? Or?
they did it at the school, which we're
Oh,
very
cool.
thankful that they're surrounded by Catholicism at the school that supports those traditions and stuff. So
Do you do an Advent calendar at all? Remember,
yeah.
remember the
Yes.
chocolate Advent
yes,
calendars?
we
Do you have that?
Yes,
I
and
saw-
we bought them this year on a fundraiser for
Oh,
a baseball team or basketball team, which was great. And little Eden, our 5-year-old, ate all of her chocolate before December.
Right away, before Advent even began.
Oh,
So
that's
she's-
so funny. Because
Like I said, waiting is hard. Advent's hard.
there's a meme out there that says, my check, there are 24 days in Advent, and my Advent calendar only has 3 chocolates.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
What
she,
does Eden do now then?
so luckily she had a birthday,
Uh-huh.
the 25th of November, and her sister bought her a new Advent calendar.
Oh, that is so
So-
sweet.
So, I mean, it was a much cheaper Advent calendar, but that was kind of her, she,
Generosity of God prevails.
yeah, I mean, she was very upset for a whole evening that she wasn't going to get chocolate
Yeah.
and she wasn't going to get to do it. And, the blame game, I didn't do it. But, I mean, you just
It
had
was
to,
worth the experience of talking them through it and
Yeah.
for them to uncover kind of the mystery that was there, which is, oh, it's Advent and I need to learn how to wait.
yeah, and now she's the first one. Mom, right after school, can we make sure that we get one candy tonight? And I'm like, yes, we can make sure we get one chocolate.
Oh, that's great. And then how do you make your own decorations, or so what do you make, or is it?
Decoration wise, I think we just years past been collective.
Okay.
Of
The art that they make and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Or little items or nativity sets and stuff like that. Well, that's more of Christmas, but yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what we have on the mantle right now. A lot of it's crafts from school. Like I said, we're very blessed to have them at a Catholic school that I think they did a Christmas little tree one year. We have the nativity set up. Like I just inherited a huge one.
Oh,
Not huge, but a pretty decent sized one. And they love when we set it up. The wise men go far over here, and
Yeah, they travel.
yeah,
Do they travel?
Yep,
I
they
wondered
travel.
about
To the
that.
house, yeah. So, and they travel. Actually, it seems like a really long time. Like, it seems like almost worse than Elf on a Shelf or whatever because
They yeah.
they're traveling all the way to the 2nd of January.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Epiphany. So
Do they where do they travel? The bathroom, the kitchen?
and
I
sometimes they camp for a while.
Yeah. So they're just kind
Oh
of,
yeah, the wise men, they haven't moved recently.
yeah. So slowly but surely they make their way to the
You're like,
manger.
are they still awake? We better go find those wise men.
Yeah. And they know exactly, as soon as we pull out the nativity set, that Jesus gets put in the prayer room, and you can't see him until Christmas.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So they have been catching on now that they're getting older. Like,
that's great.
this is how we do things. And Jesus, you can't put Jesus there. He's not here yet. So,
That's great.
Yeah, play is so important for that.
and our daughter this year, our 12-year-old, she used her own money to get a Christmas tree in her room, just a small little one, and she decorated it, and she got an old nativity scene from like Goodwill or something. And
Oh, that's so cool.
So she's decorating her own space with
Oh, that's
the
neat.
symbols and stuff.
That is so. That's wonderful. So how do you get everyone involved based on the children's ages? I mean, because you got that little one who's like 14 months, and what about So how do you've got an age range there?
Well, a lot of it that helps is that I use the shorter book of blessings, which, yes, there are a lot of parts for priests and deacons, but there's actually portions of it that are set aside for each blessing in each category that lay people can use. And the slight difference is that you ask for God's blessing instead of actually doing the blessing, so to speak. So anyway, the cool thing is there's a whole listing of all kinds of times and places that you can do a prayer service, and it's all put together for you. You don't have to do everything that's there, but it's a bunch of options where you don't have to create it yourself.
Right. Yeah.
And the cool thing is the older ones are excited to read or participate in some way like that, which then makes the younger ones want to do something.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, sometimes it's as simple as, well, you get to hold the holy water bottle.
Oh, okay,
or,
good.
hey, we're going to light an extra candle and you get to hold it. And,
Oh, that's great.
it's important that you hold this candle while we do the
how do you
prayer
get a
service.
14-month-old?
Well,
She just kind of sits
kind of
there.
runs around and for her, kind of the unfolding of the experience is just, this
She
there's
sees
a
her
change
big
of
brothers and
pace.
sisters.
Yeah, and there's something going on here. What is this thing that's going on, and allowing her to kind of experience the fullness of what we're doing.
Oh, that's great.
So sometimes she's into it. Sometimes it seems like she's,
She just wants to sit on someone's lap
Oh,
and eat candy.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
But
then you
she's
let her do
taking
that,
it in.
right?
Yes, we just kind of get through it when we need to push through.
Okay.
We do not let her hold the candle.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that would be dangerous, wouldn't
Yes.
it? What stories do you read or share during Advent?
Yeah, so actually, all times of the year, we use this book, which is very fancy.
I've seen that book. I think I have a copy of it.
So it's Stories of the Saints by Carrie Wallace, and it's beautifully
nice
illustrated.
Yeah.
And at any rate, so we are pretty good at going through the various saints, and then
Do you do that like every night or something like that? Or?
we try our best to read every night, but we do our best as parents, and the main thing is we do at least one saint a week. If not more, is what I would say as far as how good we are with it. But a lot of times the stories in their own lives connect to the season that they're in.
Yes.
And by and large, the children are always very invested and interested in the lives of the saints.
Oh, that's great.
It helps them to kind of process.
Because there are a lot of saints' days coming up, aren't
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course we're getting better at St. Ambrose, which is on the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Our
They
Lady
can really
of,
relate to that now, right? Because you've got the
Yeah.
Diocesan University right here.
for sure.
Oh, that's interesting. So do you let them read the stories, or you read the stories to them?
A lot of times I'll read it, and then we'll kind of talk about, what they heard or what struck them about the saint.
I mean, how much do you have to set aside? Do you figure out how much time you can set aside with the
This
kids?
is usually a bedtime thing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Even
So
if it's 5 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. Sometimes it seems like we're reading for hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just depends
So it just
on-
depends on the night.
Yeah.
A lot of it's about like connection.
Okay.
You know, ensuring that like the first catechetical lesson is really that they're loved, we're there for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
You know, we're present. And then the second piece of it is while they're being loved, there's also this beautiful faith that they can grab onto and they're eager for. So connecting both, you know, the warmth of the home and the faith is really important.
And sometimes we have volleyball with the older
Yeah.
kids, or they have
Schedules
youth
are
group.
crazy.
So sometimes it's just the kids with Trevor or the kids with me.
Oh, okay.
So it's-
okay.
You know, it's just kind of
A variety.
a variety of
Okay, so
different
it's not
things.
even necessarily that all 6 of them are there together at
Right.
the same time or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just do. It's mostly probably on the weekend that you've got the whole.
It just depends.
Yeah, Sunday is where we really put that. Our family, our family's a unit. Let's do this as a unit.
Okay.
Where during the week, you know, we just kind of let it be. We don't schedule a time where,
Oh, okay.
or anything like
Okay.
that. It's just
If there were
But you always have like prayer before bed?
we do
yeah.
prayer before bed, but
Yeah.
going deep within stories or anything like
Okay.
that, sometimes it's
For the real
not every night.
processing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And even so, the sacred time for us is more of like the dinner table and
Okay.
and thorns and roses and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's great. That's great. And then, what role does music play in your celebration?
well, all of us are concert vocalists.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Like the Jackson
wow.
5, only we're 8 or something. So no,
It's a Jackson.
realistically, in the back of the Liturgy Hours book is basically a little hymnal.
The hymnals, yeah.
And so we use that for the songs that we know. So right now we're singing O Come, Emmanuel. And so
Yeah.
we fit that into the little prayer services that we do in the shorter book of blessings.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do the little prayer service. And then after the little prayer service is done, we'll sing O Come, Emmanuel, you know?
Okay.
And so it's not super overdone.
Right.
We don't do 1,000 verses because
Okay.
there's a lot of verses to that
Yeah,
song.
there is.
so-
a lot of this stuff.
we just do enough so that
Yeah.
we've given glory to God with our hearts and our song, and that's what matters.
And we have a flutist in the house.
Flautist.
Oh, wow.
Flautist, yeah. She likes to bring her flute out and play.
Oh.
We also have a trumpet player, but he's not as inclined to do so.
Okay.
In front of everyone, at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very-
No.
oh,
So-
great.
But it's funny because, we talk about how that gives glory to God, and sometimes we're like, I roll, Dad. Sure.
Oh, that's so funny.
Just want me to practice more.
Now, we already sort of discussed when you begin displaying your creche, so you get it out.
Yeah.
But so do you have all? Is like everybody traveling as far as the other characters, like the shepherds and the?
So we have the one that comes out first really is kind of the children's one, and honestly, it's just kind of there for play.
Oh, okay.
In a lot of
Okay.
ways. Other than really the wise men are kind of traveling. We would make others travel, but I'm afraid whether we would be able to find them again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
traveling can be a danger. can't
It is a dangerous.
Sometimes when it's time to put up, it's like, where's that donkey?
Oh yeah.
And we find it
I
like
hate
2
that
months
when that
later.
happens.
Yeah.
Joseph, what happened to Joseph?
Yeah.
hanging out with the Barbies.
He's
Yeah.
he's a really important character.
Yeah.
We do need to discuss Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
How does Santa figure into your Christmas celebration?
Yeah. So
I mean, we moved from Advent obviously
yeah.
to Christmas,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, for
but
sure.
Advent ends right on. Advent is Christmas Eve is still
Yeah.
the fourth Sunday of
Yeah.
Advent, right? Or no,
So-
fourth. Oh yeah, whatever.
So we've had the talk with
yeah.
some of the older the 2 older kids.
I love the letters from Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien because you can find it as a book, but to me it distills and exemplifies like the greatest virtues of a father just trying to kind of love his children through kind of the signs and symbols of what Christmas kind of is. And so basically what I'm trying to say is like we aim to the highest virtues as far as who Father Christmas is or Santa Claus and St. Nicholas. We don't worry about necessarily as many of the distinctions because to us, the most important piece is really like, who this is or in the virtues of gift giving itself. So once, as Jessie was saying, once the children are of age, we take them out to coffee and have a conversation about St. Nicholas and the beauty of giving gifts. And really, we just focus on how St. Nicholas's own generosity and commitment to recognizing the Christ child made him one of the greatest gift givers that inspires generations of gift givers.
That's great.
And since they are old enough and they're kind of transitioning from a gift receiver to being a giver themselves, they become kind of like the apostles. And they have to experience the receiving of good things from Jesus so they could go to minister. And so they get to minister to their older or their younger siblings.
Oh, that's great.
And so that's kind of how we navigate some of that and kind of connecting it with our faith.
So how do you, last question, gotta make it quick, but how do you handle gift giving for Christmas then? How does that work?
Jessie?
So we kind of made a rule when our first set of kids were younger that we didn't want it to be Santa brings these most extravagant gifts. Right. So as our kids got older, we limited it to you get 3 things from Santa, just like Jesus got 3 gifts. 2 things that they need and 1 thing that they want.
Okay.
So that's really calmed down Christmas because you can imagine what our Christmas tree looks like when everybody wants to buy their sibling something. That's 8 gifts times 8 plus Santa plus us, so that it's just so much stuff. And I think last year we decided, instead of having this overwhelming Christmas morning of trash and just chaos, that we do the 12 days after Christmas. And so we started this tradition in our family last year. So a new tradition after 14 years of marriage
There you go.
developed that I will take each of the kids to Dollar Tree, and they get to roam the store and pick out a gift for each person in the family, and they take that day. So on the first day of Christmas, it could be Emma's day, and she gives everybody a gift, but she doesn't receive one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and then, we have to fill in a couple gaps because there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
So we focus more on,
What it is to give.
And we do pizza nights or movie nights in there, and so that really
party throughout the Christmas season.
Oh, I think that's wonderful to do that, like the 12 days of Christmas afterwards. And that's something you developed last year.
Yeah. And the seeds of it were there, but it's one of those things, as your family grows and as your children get older, there's different things that you can take on and traditions that you can grow into. So it's not like it has to be fixed. We didn't do this before. It means we can't start it now. No, start something new. Try it.
And that's something our kids asked this year. Can we do that again? That was so fun that they got to go shopping. And the gifts, you think the Dollar Tree, some of them just pick candy out for each other. Eleanor was really intentional on what gifts she gave. I think Elizabeth got Trevor it says "I love you" a latte, and it was like a little latte magnet. And you ask, well, why?
Coffee.
Yeah, why did you pick this for Dad? So it's more intentional gift giving. And she said, well, I love Dad, and he loves coffee. So it was kind of like watching them kind of shop for each other.
Yeah.
Like, it really gets them to know each other, too.
And the goodness of God, because that's the best way to spread the love of Jesus is by knowing how to be a good gift giver, because you have to get to know people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as they get older, it's nothing extravagant.
Yeah.
They don't expect presents new gaming systems from their brother or sister, because we have kids that range from 13 to 14 months.
Yeah.
So, I mean, by the time, Winnie's 13, we're going to have a over 23-year-old, or so it's like,
Exactly.
and will we still do the 12 days of Christmas? I don't know what that'll look like, but every year you have the opportunity to grow traditions with your family.
That's great. Yeah. And that's the final word. So this is a wonderful conversation. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Come back.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe we'll have you do Lent or something. Who knows?
There you go. That'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Thank you. Another Catholic Messenger conversation has been a wonderful experience. We look forward to next time.